We are living in a time where more people are spend more time on social media. More people, the more they're spending time on social media, the more time they're wasting. Time is like currency. A lot of these people are very lazy. They want to find the easiest way out to make money, become a social media influencer, the next big viral thing, the next big meme. Our culture in America is babying society. The government is giving free money, free handouts to people who are able bodied to work. There are women purposely getting pregnant by different guys, different baby daddies, to have the government take care of their basic needs and be eligible for food stamps or SNAP benefits, free housing, etc. And the people that really needs it, they have to wait. They have to suffer. You see, in America, a lot of us don't realize how blessed we truly are to be alive in this time, in this generation. We have access to hundreds of thousands of jobs than our ancestors ever did. Being lazy today is now part of the American culture. I've seen videos of people talking about the American dream is dead, and it's the cost of living, and that's also part of the reason why. I believe part of the reason why most people are just like bump it. What's the point? What's the point in trying to bust my behind, pushing myself to make it when I'm not gonna get anywhere? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dudes out there that are not motivated enough to have a reason to get by and have a career. And of course, having a family, kids, and a wife, it's one of the main motivators for men to actually step up and get themselves together. And even in my case, for me, I have two kids, a wife, and of course, they're my motivator. They're the reason why I continue to work and be the provider that I am. But if I didn't have a reason to use anything to motivate me, I would have to think about this. My dad is one of my main motivators because my dad, ever since I was young, he's a hardworking man. He got on his feet, he grinded in order to get to where he's at today. Hard work truly pays off, and it takes time. But a lot of people does not want to put in the time today. Every job that I go to, every dead end job that I go to now, a lot of the times where I'm at in South Carolina, most of the jobs that I went through, they have a high turnover rate. When it came down to retail jobs, um, janitorial jobs, warehouse, cleaning, you name it, right? Many cases, most of these jobs that I've been through, they have a high turnover rate. And some of these jobs were easy. If it's not the pay, it's the work environment. If it's not the work environment, it's the supervisors. So many people find an excuse to just be lazy. And back then, the baby boomers, they had no other options but to work. And they were even grateful to even find a job because you need money to survive. How are you going to expect to pay your bills if you don't work and you don't have any money? So many people today, I'm wondering, if you're leaving if you're leaving your job so quickly, right? You're leaving your job within a blink of an eye. There's people who are so quick to sorry about that. There are some people who are so quick to drop a job because it's too hard for them. And a lot of the times they have no medical condition whatsoever or a reason to even quit that job. I've done hard labor jobs. Some that I ended up leaving because I felt like I was not being very appreciative, and not that I was no, I was not appreciated as much, and I was being overworked because I was also suffering because a lot of people were quitting, and most of the work fell on me, and I was getting the same pay. So that's one of the reasons why I ended up quitting some jobs, and it's justifiable. Nobody should stress themselves out and single handedly handle a 3 to 4 man job that's meant for 3 to 4 people. And you're doing it all by yourself? No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. The work environment and even supervisors that are unmotivational, right? Lazy, then how are you leading by example? How are you leading your other associates? How are you doing it? What I don't understand is that there are a lot of men around me today that are more lazier than ever. Like guys in my generation, like in their early 20s, early 30s, a lot of them are not motivated. It's like they have no reason to keep going. And I think another reason behind this is because of lack of relationships, social connections, how the dating market is today. Of course, a lot of people will come off like, okay, it sounds like those guys are very weak. Yes, I could agree with that. Women is not the key for a man to be successful. A man has to be a man. He has to go through hardships, through trials. And I'm in a position where I'm renting out my own place. I have my own bills. I have my own car. I have a lot of things that I have to pay. And it's survival at the fittest. It's every man for himself. My kids will starve and my wife will starve. I'll starve if I'm not working. If I'm not working, we will be homeless. They are dependent on me. And I'm also dependent on my wife as well, to some degree. Okay? I just have to do my role and do my part. But a lot of people today does not see it that way. We are living in a spoiled brat entitled generation. It's the president's fault, it's the United States' fault, it's the government's fault. Ever since the pandemic, COVID-19, it made it worse. People are so comfortable now to where jobs are now becoming obsolete because no one does not want to take those type of jobs. I mentioned this in one of my last videos, how jobs are being replaced by AI. And it's going to happen. Yes, sure, a lot of those jobs don't pay well, and a lot of people are trying to keep up with the cost of living. There are some people who has leeway because they're living with their parents, but how long is your parents going to allow you to live with them? Nobody wants to be 40, 50, 60 years old still living with their parents. And if you want to do that, more power to you. But at the same time, don't be surprised when they want to kick you out and get rid of you. Life hits everybody at the end of the day. People just want to get by. I get it. You want to live a high quality of life. A lot of people want that American dream, an easy life where you just work less than 30 hours a week. You get paid a lot of money and you have a month vacation. It doesn't work like that in America. Maybe in some other places they have that, but in America, you have to do what you have to do. What are you going to do about where you're at? I'm telling you, if you think times are hard right now, it could get harder in the future. This is what's pushing me to want to do more. I'm currently in college right now, working at a dead-end job. And my wife is in the same position as me. And we're trying to survive and we're struggling. And at the exact same time, I'm thankful for this situation because it makes me think about the bigger picture. It humbles me to be thankful for the very things that I got because there's many people out there that wish they were in my position. wish that they had a job, wish that they had something to lean on, some place to sleep, food, clothes. They don't care if it's old. They don't care. Just be grateful for what you got. A lot of people are too comfortable where they're at because they believe that they deserve it all because America made them this way. The culture has shifted. Sure, people could blame dating, how the parents are today, yes, the lack of fatherhood in children's lives, right? But you have to think about it. Think about the bigger picture. Anything could happen to these corporations tomorrow or in a few years from now. I want better for myself and my kids as well. In the end of the day, I don't want to live to be a loser or a bum. I want more and I want better. And I don't think, I think everybody should want the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. People should want better. No, not I think. People should want better for themselves. There's nothing wrong with wanting better. There's nothing wrong with wanting a nicer car, nicer things, but are you going to put in the work for that? Or are you going to struggle and complain and not do anything about your situation? There are just a lot of people that you can't save or you can't help. You really can't. You can't help everybody. You can't help everyone with their problems. You got to worry about yourself too in the end of the day. And you got to do what you're supposed to do. Nobody can't tell you what to do but you. We are living in a crazy time. A lot of my coworkers, a lot of guys that I even work with at my current job are lazy. Some of the women works a lot harder than some of the guys that I've ever worked with. And that should tell you something. I don't know if it's like if it's like this in just South Carolina, but growing up from what I've seen, like in New York and other jobs, right? A lot of people just want to do the bare minimum, live on social media. A lot of people just want to get by, be lazy, and not do much. They just want to do the minimum to get by. Like, I want more money, and people's mindset is now minimum wage, minimum work. If anyone has any other thought on why this is happening, be my guest and leave a comment down below. That's all I got to say. Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.